Hey everybody, so I am absent today. I'm at an appointment. You have Miss Norcross as your sub. She is absolutely wonderful. She's amazing. So please treat her really better than you guys treat me. She's awesome. So just be on your best behavior. That way your class doesn't get a bad note or leave any names, all right? You have box plot practice today. Yesterday we took some notes on box plots and we talked about all of these things right here in the table. We constructed a box plot. So the first three questions that you have on the front side of your paper, you already have the box plot here for you. You're going to go ahead and label the median, the range, the lower extreme, the upper extreme, Q1, Q3, the interquartile range, and then see if there are any outliers here. All right, we calculated some outliers yesterday, or to see if there are any outliers in the data set. So the box plot's already made for you. If you need to, go ahead and get out your notes from yesterday, so that way you can look up to see what each one of these things are, how it relates to anything in here, okay? So Ms. Norcross will set a 15 to 20-minute timer depending on each of your classes. What I'm going to do, all right, so pause the video. What I'm going to do is to do the back side with you, all right? Because the back side is a little different. It's comparing the two box plots, and this is because we are doing the back side for a test question, all right? So we're going to look at men's height in inches. We've got group A and group B. We're going to answer these questions based on the box plot here, all right? So which group has the greater median, all right? The greater median. Well, the median is the middle of the box. So here I've got 71. Here, it's kind of hard to tell, so I'm going to take like a little piece of paper. It looks like I'm in between 69 and 70, about halfway in between 69 and 70, which is 69.5. I'm actually going to write that down. 69.5, and then this one is 71. So which one of those has the greater median? That would be group B. All right, which one has the least lower extreme? Meaning here I've got 66 for this lower extreme. Here I've got 65. So which one is the least? Which one is the smallest number there? That one is going to be group B. All right, the greater interquartile range. So the interquartile range is when I take Q3 minus Q1. So it looks like here, taking my little piece of paper again, looks like here let's just go ahead and round this one. This one's close to 74, right? So my Q3 here is 74. This one is very close right here to 73. This one's right in the middle here. So this one's just about 67.5. And then this one right here, let's round that one over to about like 68. So you can take your calculator, just like I have mine. And I'm going to take 74 minus, oops, not plus, Ms. Ingram, minus 68. And that one is 6. So group A, my IQR is 6. So for group B, my IQR is 73. Let me do this on camera. 73 minus 67.5. That one is 5.5. So 5.5. So which one has the greatest IQR? That one's going to be group A because 6 is bigger than 5.5. So group A is the biggest. All right, which one has the lower upper quartile? So the upper quartile is Q3. So which one has the lowest here? That one's going to be 73 because 73 is smaller than 74. So 73, group B is my lower one. The greater upper extreme. Now here, my upper extremes on the very end, they're the exact same. So we're going to put same. So now, this question is very similar to what the test question is going to say. What is the difference between group A and group B's upper quartiles? Well, here, group A's upper quartile is 74. So we have group A is 74. Group B's upper quartile is 73. So Who has the biggest one? Group A does. But what is the difference? That word difference means to subtract. So because I'm going to subtract these, 74 minus 73 is 1. And group A is the biggest. So group A is the biggest, but 1 is the difference between the two of those. All right, let's move on to question number 5. We're going to talk about girls and boys' ages of their first job. All right, so looking at the median, I want the one that has the lowest median this time. So here, right off the bat, I noticed that my girls box is very, really together, and my whiskers are pretty even. Here, for my boys, my box is closer to the lower end, the lower 50%, compared to the upper 50%, okay? So my box here is on the lower side, meaning my median right here is at 15, and my median here for the girls is at 18. So which one has the lowest one is the boys. All right, the greater upper extreme. Well, here my upper extremes are, again, they're the exact same. So we're gonna put same. All right, the lower upper quartile. So here my upper quartile looks like to be, taking my piece of paper, that's close enough. We can round that down to right about 19. So here my upper quartile is 19. Here my upper quartile here is 18. So the one that has the lower one, again, is the boys. All right, the one that has less variability to the lower 50%, meaning the one that is more condensed on the left-hand side, the lower 50% here. So here, the lower 50% is going to be the boys, the one that is more condensed. So less variability, more condensed data. That's going to be the boys. So let's look at our medians here. What is the difference between the girls and the boys' medians? Well, my girls' median is 18. My boys' median is 15. And again, that word difference means to subtract. So that word subtract, 18 minus 15 is 3. All right, girls has the biggest median here, and the boys is the smallest. Difference between those two is 3. All right, very last one, we're going to talk about test scores, all right, between first period and third period, all right, first period and third period. So let's look at the lower median. So we're going to compare the medians again, but this time we want to know which one is the lowest. Now, right off the bat, when I look at these two box plots, these box and whisker plots, is that I notice that third period is a lot more condensed, and it goes in between right about like 43 all the way up here to about like 53. Whereas first period, well, first of all, these are test scores. That was really bad. Those are really bad test scores because nobody wants a 52 on a test, right? So 53 all the way down here to 31-ish, right? So here, I notice that this box plot is a lot more spread out. That also tells me that my median here is right about, that's about 42, so maybe like 43. My median here is right about, this one is 50. That means that this one's going to be 49. So my first period looks to be a lot more spread out, where my third period, besides this little data value down here, it looks like it's very condensed and very together, all right? So which one has the lower median out of these two? Definitely first period. All right, which one has the least lower extreme? Now the lower extreme is the dot that connects it to the whisker, right? That connects it to the line. So here is my lowest extreme in my third period, and that's going to be right about 43. My lowest extreme here is going to be 31. So the one that has the least lower extreme, that one's definitely going to be first period. All right, let's talk about IQR again. Remember, IQR is going to be when we take Q3 minus Q1. All right, so let's find all of these quartiles. So here for first period, looks to be right about 48-ish. Yeah, we can round that down to 48. Might be a decimal in there somewhere. This one looks to be about, we can round that one to 40. We can round that one up. This one is very close to 46. And then this one looks to be, that's at 50. That one's definitely in the middle, so about 51. All right, so let's find first period's interquartile range. So the IQR, taking Q3, 48 minus 40 is 8. The IQR interquartile range for third period, 51 minus 46 is 5. So the one that has the lowest IQR is third period. All right, which one has the lowest upper quartile? All right, so the upper quartile is Q3, the one that's on the line over here. The one that has the lowest one is going to be first period, 48. All right, and then the greater variability. Now, variability is the one that has the, we're looking for data that is the most spread. All right, the one that has all of the data that's spread out. And that really means that who has the longest whiskers, the longest box, right? So that one's going to be definitely first period. First period has the greater variability, meaning all of their data is going to be spread out. Now, which group has the greater 75% spread? Meaning going from here, 75%, all the way to here. So going from 40 all the way to about 50, 52, what's that, 54? This one's right about 53. This one here, my greatest spread, is going to be from 46 all the way to 53. The one that has the greater 40 minus 54, the 75% is going to be 14. This one here, between 46 and 53, that one's going to be about 7. So the one that has the greatest 75% spread is going to be first period. All right, go ahead and take a second and put a star by this one right here and this one right here. These are very good test questions. All right, very good test questions for you to really think about and for you to go over again. Your test question for box plots is going to be all about comparing two box plots on the same number line, but really thinking about the median or the upper quartile or the upper extreme or the lower quartile or the lower extreme, seeing which one is the biggest or which one is the greatest in value, and then what's the difference between the two, difference meaning to subtract. All right, now I know I'm not there with you guys, so I hope you guys are on your best behavior. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend, and I shall see you bright and early or in the afternoon if I have you in the afternoon on Monday. All right, love you guys, and we'll see you Monday. Okay.